Thanks. And for the sympathy, too.
I'm a mother myself, and I can't imagine anything worse than... Well, you'd rather it were yourself.
More than anything. At least his father was spared all this.
Yeah, it's tough on you, though. What will you do?
I don't know. I live from day to day. Anything more is pointless.
I know what you mean.
But what about you? Here's me sitting here crying, not a thought for you. Your feelings. I mean, I know you cared about my son.
I cared about Frank more than I thought I'd ever care about any man again. I'd settled for nice times and a regular heartbeat, and then Frank came along and it was love again.
You're still young. You've got lots of chances. Although I don't think I'll ever replace Frank's father. He was a very special man.
I'm sure he was. Frank treasured his dad's watch. He only ever took it off when he went to bed.
Really?
Actually, where is it?
Well, I don't know. Is it not in there?
No.
Well, perhaps he didn't have it on that day.
Yeah, but he must have done. Yes, yeah, he definitely did, because I remember he checked it as a joke when Carla was going on at him.
Well, where is it then? I hope the police haven't lost it.
You should get on to them.
Oh, yes, I will. First thing.
I agree. What Peter's done is stupid, selfish, cruel even. But he's not a murderer. You've got to go to the police.
I haven't got to do anything. Howard will come forward when he sees Peter's name in the papers.
Well, they haven't released Peter's name yet. And when they do, what if he doesn't see it? What if he doesn't connect the night of the murder with the night Peter was round his house?
Come on, of course he will.
Well, he might not. Even if he does, heaven knows when that might be, how long Peter will have to wait.
Yeah, well, the longer the better as far as I'm concerned. It's the least he deserves.
Is it? You reckon that Peter lied to save Carla? If you keep your mouth shut, he's won. Carla gets off scot-free. Think about it.
No, I'll leave the thinking to them, thanks. Him inside, regretting what a fool he's been. And her, realising what she's cost him. That's punishment enough in my book.
Does Simon deserve punishing?
We'll be all right.
He will be. You won't be the one being teased in the school playground, being reminded every day of your life that your father is a murderer. I know Peter broke your heart, sweetheart. But you really want to see Simon suffering as well, knowing you could have prevented it.
Why won't you answer my question? It's straightforward enough. Do you know what happened or not?
Look, I've done what I needed to do. Please, can we just leave it at that?
No, I will not leave it. Look, maybe I'm out of thinking, I don't know, but I'm missing something here, and I'd be really grateful if you spelt it out for me. Did you kill Frank or not?
I don't know. All right? I thought maybe you could tell me.
Oh, Brian, what a lovely... What's happened to you?
Steak and guinea pie and mushy peas, that's what happened.
Well, you fell off the wagon. Oh, Brian.
I wasn't eating them. Do you think I'm 3 months old?
Well, then how did you...
I intercepted a smuggling operation. Kylie Platt was dishing out chips at the school gate.
Do you think she was behind that pasty as well?
Undoubtedly. With no thought for my own safety, I challenged her. And we tussled over one of the bags, and this is the result.
Oh, that's very brave. I'm so proud of you. Curry sauce as well?
I'm afraid so. I shall go home and wipe this lot off. And then I shall be wiping that grin off her face, and no mistake.
Now, don't do anything rash. She is not the type that you go messing with.
Neither am I, my sweet. I may be possessed of a civilised, urbane exterior, but beneath those accoutrements lurks a beast roused at one's peril.
Oh, Brian. Come on, let's get you on, get you out those clothes.
Mushy peas.
Meat pie, curry sauce, the works. It's a walking menu for that chipper.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't rattle his cage anymore. We don't want it coming back on Max.
Oh, he wouldn't dare. He's all hot air, that bloke. I'm amazed he hasn't got sandbags tied to his ankles.
Yeah, even so, it's still probably best not to provoke him.
He started this war, not me. I ain't stopping till he's waving a hanky on a stick.
Listen, have you seen me what?
Wallet.
How do you know?
Casino rang. They found it there.
Oh, no. What did Stella say?
Nothing. I answered the phone. I didn't think you would appreciate me mentioning it to her.
Sneer, I could kiss you.
That definitely put her nose out of joint.
No, Stella heard the word casino. She'd have been all over us like a rash.
Why is that then?
Oh, she doesn't like me enjoying myself. She's always fretting about me inactivity. I've told her. She'll give herself frown lines.
You remind me of someone I know. He doesn't know what buttons are for either.
Frightened I'll catch a cold.
Frightened you catch something? Well, I'm not frightened, but Stella might be.
No. I'm a good lad, me. Anyway, better go and pick up my wallet. Hey, do you fancy tagging along?
To the casino?
Oh, we had a good laugh the other night.
Yeah, it were good.
Tell you what, you were my lucky charm and all. How about it? You're finishing a bit, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm not much of a gambler.
Oh, pity. Right, well, I'll see ya.
Bye. Good luck.
All this time you've been really thinking that I did it. Why didn't you say something?
Well, it's not something that you just casually mention over your cornflakes, is it? And then besides, I wasn't sure.
You weren't sure? You confessed on a flaming hunch.
No, not exactly. I thought if you didn't do it, then I suppose it must be me. And look, it doesn't matter. Either way, look, it's better that I take the fall because you've suffered enough.
Oh, yeah, and I'm having a ball now, obviously, you idiot.
Hey. Look, I'm not looking for gratitude here, but I deserve better than that. I was doing this for you.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have, because read my lips. I did not kill Frank.
Then it was me.
No, you haven't got a clue whether you did it or not.
No. But the odds are...
Oh, the odds? Peter, this is a murder. This is not the 2:30 at Doncaster. You haven't got a clue what happened that night. We have to tell the police that.
You think it's that easy? I'm sorry, Detective. You know I said I didn't remember what happened and then I said I did. Well, actually, I don't. I'm sorry.
I don't care how it sounds. You can't confess to something you haven't done.
OK. We'll say that they do believe me. I have lied to the police in a murder investigation, Carla. They will put us both away.
I'll take my chances.
You will go to prison. And you won't last a week.
I'm stronger than you think.
Prison is not about strength. It's what you're willing to do to survive. The extremes you'll go to. And you believe me, the place that they'll send you, they will go further than you ever imagined possible. Are you ready for that, really? Well, I didn't think so. But I can, and I will do the time. Because I have to. Because I love you.
Bitter lemon. I'll pop down and get some. No, you can't go lumping crates around. Carl can get off his backside for a change. Carl! He's just nipped out. Oh, he didn't say. Where's he gone? A bit of business in town. Oh, yeah, it'll be business, all right. A merger between his laughing gear and 6 or 7 pints. Once his mates get supping, there's no stopping them. I'll go and get those mixers. All right, thanks, Arthur.
I can't believe you thought I'd do something like that, you know. Frank was a right nasty piece of work, but I'm not a psycho.
Yeah, well, nasty piece of work or not, his mother loved him. She's in bits. I said I'd go to the funeral with her on Monday.
Well, joking, aren't you? After the way that bloke treated you. I hope you're taking dancing shoes.
I'm not going for Frank's sake. Ellen's not long lost her husband. She's got nobody else around here to support her, Kevin.
Yeah, well, tell her not to go mad on the spread afterwards. Twin pack of pork pie should do it.
I just think Brian's his headmaster. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of him.
You're too right. I've got my tan to think of. It's like a walking eclipse, that bloke. Oh, he's got the nerve to lecture people about diets. Reminds me, I'll have a bag of cheese and onion when we drink.
I sincerely hope there'll be no repetition of today's disgraceful exhibition.
Depends if anyone orders mushy peas.
No one will be ordering anything. I don't want you anywhere near school premises.
And am I supposed to drop Max off, parachute him in?
Oh, you know perfectly well what he means. His shirt and tie were practically ruined.
Tell you what, Lend us the keys to your time machine and I'll whip back to 1976 and get him some replacements.
Why don't you just send us the dry cleaning bill, yeah?
No, wait, it's his fault he got splattered.
It jolly well wasn't.
It jolly well was.
If I see you outside school gates...
You'll what? You might be able to play Hitler in the playground, but you can't touch me on the pavement outside.
Listen to me, young woman.
I'm all ears, old man.
I've been very lenient up until now, but I can only be pushed so far. If you do not desist from peddling junk food to my pupils, I'll have no choice but to suspend your son.
Brian, come on, Max has done nothing wrong in this.
I agree. But if his presence brings disruptive riffraff to my school gates, I owe it to the other children to act.
You're not suspending anyone. I'm taking Max out of your dump.
Kai.
Is that your final word?
Yeah. Unless you want a couple more to be going on with.
You feel any better?
No, not really. How could I?
Ken's waiting in the back. I haven't told him anything.
Right, well, I'll go and put him out of his misery then. Hiya. You all right?
Dreadful, to be honest. I spent the afternoon searching for words to soften the blow without giving him false hope. And they don't exist.
Well, luckily, we don't need them.
Simon knows.
There's nothing for him to know, not anymore. I've just been down to the police station.
What's going on, Leanne?
Oh, I can't promise to tell you that, Ken, but what I can tell you is Peter's innocent.
What?
I bumped into a friend of his from the support group. Turns out he was with him the night of Frank's murder. He didn't even know Peter had been arrested. Anyway, I took him down the police station, he filled in a statement and...
But I don't understand. I mean, Peter confessed. Why would he do that if...
Because the same reason he trashed our marriage, Ken. For Carla, to take the heat off her.
But Simon...
Oh, what about him? Do you think he gave him a second thought? What's a little boy next to the great Weatherfield love affair? Just another bit of collateral damage.
Sit down. Look, I don't know what you want. I have told you everything I know.
Oh, and so much more besides. You know, your confession made our day in the office. No more legwork. No more wading through the tedious, depressing minutiae that comes with a murder investigation.
So what's your point?
What's the matter? You got plans, have you? I should have realised from the start it was all too good to be true.
Look, whatever Carla said...
Mrs. Connor? Oh, I've not spoken to her yet, though rest assured we will be chatting. At some length, I expect.
So what do you want?
It's quite a support group you've got there. Not just shoulders to cry on when you fancy a bevy or nine, but rock-solid alibis as well. Howard Lee came forward. Said that you were with him at the same time that Frank Foster was killed.
No. He must be mistaken.
Oh, believe me, we did cling to that hope. But his wife, his kids, his next-door neighbours, they're all making the same mistake, as is the CCTV at his block of flats. So your solicitor's at Crown Court right now, sorting out your release on bail.
What, I can go?
For now. You'll have to go to court next week, tie up the loose ends, but we'll be advising the CPS to drop the case. So, as you clearly didn't kill Frank Foster, do you care to tell me who did? Thought not. Though you'll be pleased to know that I've got one or two ideas myself. I'm guessing that you didn't hand yourself in just to waste my time.
Look, I got confused.
Well, I'm not. I know why you did it, Sunshine, and who you did it for. In some ways, you've done me a favour. You couldn't have made it more clear if you'd pointed her out in an identity parade. I just wanted to let you know that in person.
Waggle is an important part of which ensures your weight is correctly distributed between your feet. But remember, folks, during your waggle, your upper body and shoulders should not move. What you're looking to achieve is not only a release of tension in the upper body, but...
Oh, I'll tell you something. Heaven has got a really tough act to follow.
Am I hitting the spot?
You are. Well, you always do. Do you know, I realise that I have spent most of my life doing stuff I really don't want to do.
Well, you and the rest of the world. It's the human condition.
Maybe. But every now and then, when I can be bothered to draw breath, I think, why? Why am I doing this? What's it for?
I know that feeling. We're always waiting for something to happen round the corner.
Exactly. Now, right here, it finally has.
I think you're right. You know, I've always been plagued by restlessness, you know, itchy feet, but now I don't care what's over the next hill. I couldn't be happier than where I am.
Oh, Louis. Oh, do you know, I can't tell you how glad I am that you said that.
But now I've got to find somewhere to live.
No, look, there is no rush. Come on. I don't want you jumping into the first grotty bedsit you can afford just because of your stupid pride.
I promise you, I will disregard any ad that mentions the word grotty. But if I stay here, it'll be all too easy for days to become weeks and then weeks to become forever.
And would that be such a bad thing?
Not in my eyes. But it would confirm every prejudice your family has about me.
I don't care what they think.
Yes, you do. And I don't want to be responsible for you becoming estranged.
Oh, I appreciate that. I do, really.
Okay.
Anyway, the Gazette will always be here tomorrow. Come in.
Can't take Max out of school. Are you cracked?
Why not? Other people do it.
Right. So you're going to teach him, are you? Because rolling a fag with one hand, it's not part of the national curriculum.
Oi, I want a word with you. I just bumped into Brian Packham.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, and he was round my house the other day laying down the law about Amy bringing in a pasty.
Give you an hard time, did he? About time someone did.
Right, well, just leave us in peace, yeah?
Not until I've got an apology, because he's been telling me what's going on. Apparently, you gave Amy that pasty.
No, I didn't.
Are you denying it?
I didn't give it to her. She paid for it.
Look, you go near my daughter again and there's going to be trouble.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Because you might be happy for your kid to tuck his chins into his sweatpants, but I'm a responsible parent. Amy's going to grow up healthy.
You reckon? Well, it depends what they serve up at the orphanage, love.
Right, come on, we're going home.
This ain't over.
That watch is worth a lot of money. Never mind the sentimental value to Anne.
But the police handle stuff all the time. Things are bound to get mislaid.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oi! You've pulled some stunts in your time, but this is as low as it gets.
Hold on. I didn't do it. That's why they've let me
Yes,
out.
I know you didn't do it. I know. I would have had more respect for you if you had.
Leanne took your friend to the police station, and it's thanks to her.
Come on,
you've been
your
released.
chips are getting
How
cold.
could you do that? What you've done is almost worse than murder. Confessing like that, knowing what it would mean for Simon. How could you do it, Peter? How could you turn your back on him?
I couldn't remember what happened that night.
No, don't insult our intelligence. At least have the courage to face up to your decision. You were willing to abandon your son for the sake of your lover.
Yeah, well, that must be in the genes, eh?
Don't you dare. Have you heard yourself? It's always somebody else's fault, innit? Do you know what? You make me sick to the stomach. I can't even bear to look at you.
Dad, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry, Pete. I really, really don't want to hear this. I'm glad that you're innocent, but beyond that, disappointment doesn't begin to cover how I feel.
Well, you got to take your hat off to him. Him doing what he did for Carla.
Yeah, you saying you wouldn't have done the same for me once?
You know would.
So, if Peter didn't do it, he did.
It wasn't me.
No, I know that. What if the police didn't lose that watch?
What, you saying someone at the station whipped it?
No, not at the station. I mean, what if Frank never had it in the first place?
Well, you said he was definitely wearing it.
Yeah, when he was killed. What if the killer took it off? Everyone's assuming the murderer knew Frank. What if it was just some yob who was passing the factory, saw the lights on and chanced his arm?
That's just speculation.
Well, it would be if the watch wasn't missing. Don't you see? Frank could have been killed because of the watch. He'd never have let that watch go without a fight. It could have just been a robbery that went wrong.
Well, and it could be little green men.
No, I'm serious, Kevin. I'm going to ring Anne later. She's ringing the police tomorrow about that watch. She could suggest the robbery idea. It could change everything.
We were able to stand up the alibi that Mr. Barlow's friend provided. There's no possibility that he could be responsible for your son's death.
Why on earth would he confess?
We've one or two theories which we'll be vigorously pursuing.
He's so wearing. I mean, when I saw the headline this morning, it knocked me for six, but I thought, well, at least the end is in sight. But to hear this...
I can only apologise for any distress it might have caused you.
No, it's not your fault. He had no right to put me through all this.
There may be further consequences for Mr. Barlow, but thankfully we've not wasted too much time. I'm very optimistic that we can find the killer.
Of course. They must be still out there. Oh, find them. Find them, please.
Excuse me, we need to speak to you. It's my mother.
Oh, well, certainly. Can I be of assistance?
No, we think she's been kidnapped.
My son saw her being dragged into the back of a car.
So what's happened to Madge? Find out next as we check into Benidorm. Well, only one man can make the difference. Our film Mad Max 2 is at 10:35.